Hello everybody, guys, gals. I want to talk a minute about collecting license plates. As you can see, this one here is Indiana 1964. When it comes to collecting license plates, people do it for all kinds of different reasons, and they do it in different ways. Some people, they actually see some kind of a historical value in license plates, and others, it's a nostalgic thing. Some people will take and get the year of their car, say they got a 64 Impala, and they don't have to have a plate on both front and back. Some states don't have to have plates on front and back. What they'll do is they'll take this 64 license plate, put it on their 64 Impala in the front, and then that'll be kind of a nostalgic thing, sort of a representation of this is a 1964 Impala, and there it is. It's from Indiana, you know. And other people just collect them because it's their birth year. Say they was born in 1964. Well, they want a plate that's 1964. Some people just collect them and hang them on their wall in their garage as just a little collector thing, just a I'm a car guy sort of thing. And but however you collect or however they collect, it's just the way that they are. When it comes to the condition of them, yeah, they want them to be in pretty good condition. They always want them to be in good condition. This one here is actually in decent condition. It's okay, considering it's been sitting in a wooden box for I don't know how long. I happen to have ran across a big giant wooden box in my mom's shed. So anyways, I was going through. We got there's like a bunch of them. There's truck plates, there's car plates. I think there's even a motorcycle plate. We got 60s, 70s. I think there's some 80s too. But anyways, when it comes to collecting license plates, there's all kinds of different ways and reasons to collect license plates. But one of the biggest things is they'll actually collect it. They'll take the 64 plate, they'll put it on their 64 whatever, 64 Chevy, 64 Impala, or whatever. Or I've actually got another one here. I've actually got a couple of 69s, or a 69 Dodge Charger, or a GTO, or whatever, and they'll put that on the front of their car as a representation of this is a 1969. And you know, if they live in Indiana, they don't have to have a tag on the front and the back. They could use this on the front just as a decorative plate. I mean, because it doesn't really matter. But also there's something else too. When it comes to collecting plates, there's also these re-registration tags. This one's actually in 1952. This one I'm not really sure if it's a car or a motorcycle because it's so small. It may be a car because I think license plates used to actually be smaller. And you know, anyways, but this would be like a re-registration tag. You would take this and you would mount it over the bottom. Like, we'll just use the full size one, Indiana 52. It would go like over the bottom somehow or whatever, over the year of different plates. They're like for the older plates, obviously not for this one. But anyways, and that would be your re-registration. You just get the little plate, which will still cost you the same probably, and then you just tack it over the top of your old numbers, as it were, and that would be your re-registration. And some people actually collect these too. They're not as important, I don't think. I don't think that they really collect them as much, but Actually, this would be something that you could actually collect as well for like you could actually put this in your back dash or something, as you know, and it's a 1952 Ford whatever. Anyways, like I say, there's different ways, different reasons that people actually collect plates. It's not as big a hobby as it used to be, I don't believe, but for a while people actually had collected old plates. But actually these things are getting to where they're pretty old now. Like I say, this is 1952, and I got the 43 re-registration, so you know that's, and like I say, it's like either a nostalgic thing or it's just a here, I got my garage full of license plates, so it's a car guy thing. And then there are like antique collectors that actually collect antique plates too. The values of them, they'll vary. Something that's in decent condition, like the 64 plate, I don't know, it may be worth a few bucks, $5-6 maybe, I don't know, it depends, 10, 20. Number one, it depends on who wants it, how many people would want to try to get it or whatever. I don't know, and it depends on, you know, you, the individual, me. Being I do kind of know a little bit about it, very little about collecting plates, but I would say this thing's worth 10 to 15 bucks easy. That's just me. I mean, because if I had a 64 Impala, I'd pay 15 bucks for this so I could put it on the front of my Impala. That'd be sweet. I mean, and you know, not me, but if you was an IU fan, you know, this being red and white, that would be kind of a representation of 1964 Impala, and you're an IU fan. Hey, just saying. Anyways, so there's lots of different reasons and stuff why you would actually collect the license plate, and there's different ways to collect plates. You could just want every license plate there was ever made, and well, you don't have a 1964 and you need it for your collection. Boom, there it is. You know, some people don't care what state it's from. If they're just collecting one from each year, they don't care. They'll get one from Alaska to fill the void. There, that's the plate they got for that year. And some people collect just for their state, just for Indiana. All we want is from, say, 1975 to now, because I was born in 75. I want 1975 all the way to now, you know, to every plate until the day I die. And I'm just going to line my entire garage with them until I die, you know, and that's fine. That's something people do too. Or they just want every plate ever made, because that's what they do. They collect them. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Like I say, oh, and this is the only one I have. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. Collecting license plates is kind of a hobby, or it can be nostalgic, you know, or you could just have your 64 Impala with a 1964 license plate on it, just so you can represent. So anyways, hope you enjoyed my video on that. I appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to subscribe and have a spectacular day or night, whichever one it is for you.